Miss Utah Marissa Powell was asked about income inequality between men and women, and she was specifically asked about the Pew Research study that indicated that 40% of households include a woman who's the primary breadwinner. And here's her not so smart answer.
The report shows that in 40% of American families with children, women are the primary earners, yet they continue to earn less than men. What does this say about society?
I think we can relate this back to education and how we are continuing to try to strive to figure out how to create jobs right now. That is the biggest problem, and I think especially the men are seen as the leaders of this, and so we need to try to figure out how to create education better so that we can solve this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Utah. Thank you, sweetheart.
Well, obviously that was an epic disaster, right?
It was not the best answer.
No, that was really bad. Okay,
it reminded me of Miss Teen South Carolina, and of course this was the answer that she gave to a pageant question back in 2007.
Polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
No, Marissa Powell should not feel that bad about herself.
Okay.
Now that I watched that, I realize Marissa Powell sounds like a rocket scientist.
Yeah. No, man, you can't beat Miss Teen South Carolina. That was American. That was amazing.
Such as the Iraq.
First of all, she started talking about U.S. Americans, and I was like, all right, we're already gone, right? So then we were in Iraq for no reason. I mean, and we did a pit stop in South Africa. Why were we in South Africa? Okay.
Okay, I feel bad making fun of her, but come on.
I know. All right, now back to Marissa Powell, though.
Yes.
So this is a terrible, terrible answer. I don't know what it is about education that throws these girls for a loop, right? Like whenever you ask about education, they're like the Iraq, such as. So now in her case.
I'll tell you why it throws them for a loop. Because they're beauty contestants. They're not political pundits. They're not reporters. They're not journalists. They're just there because they're hot. That's what they're competing over.
No, you're absolutely right. And I want to pardon her, right? Because it's just show mercy. Stop asking women these questions, okay? These women that are competing based on their looks. Now, if they were going for admission to Yale, ask away, right? Then that would make sense. But this is, I don't know if you know this, not really admission for Yale, okay? Now, you know what the equivalent would be? They're like, okay, Baltimore Ravens, congratulations on that great victory against the 49ers, but before we make you Super Bowl champions, we're gonna ask you a bunch of current events questions. You'd be like, why? Why are you asking me weird current events questions? And imagine some of those guys, such as the Iraq. Come on. You really want to ask those offensive and defensive linemen what they think about the fact that women make 40% or are 40% of the breadwinners, etc. Now her answer was abysmal because she's like, and men are the key. It's the opposite of what the question was.
I know. And to be fair to her, the question was a little too complicated. Even if you do expect them to comment on current events, I mean, do you really expect her to know about like the Equal Pay Act? Do you expect to, get into the whole 70 cents on the dollar argument?
Right.
I mean, come on.
That's our job. That's our job, but it's not her job. So just keep it real. What's the pretense about? Just say, hey, you know what? Forget it. We're not asking questions anymore. We're just looking at them and going, oh man, that was really freaking hot. Yeah, let's go for that one. Keep it real, man. Just keep it real and we're all fine with it.